Good morning. How is everybody? Well, morning for us.
Brian.
Evening for you and Brian. Yeah, early morning. Anyway, just quickly, I've got to add these two to the thingy because we was talking in the background and I forgot to add them. But we'll just quickly add them. Won't take many seconds. So I hope you're all well. Hope you're all having a good evening, as we should say. So here's the first one. Look, there's the first Hellion. So
Good evening,
obviously there's Brian.
good afternoon, good morning, whatever time of the day it is. I have no idea.
Well, we know what time it is over here.
I'm not so sure I do.
And there's the other one. Look, there's Lewis. Welcome, Lewis.
Hi.
So we just moved Lewis in Terry's spot.
Oh,
I always wanted to be Terry.
You always
no,
want
he
to be
always wanted
Terry.
to be Terry.
Let's
He
change
always
it.
wanted to be a hobbit. 6'4", but he's a hobbit.
And Maurice, the real Maurice.
Hey, get off of the screen, you imposter, you.
Oh, wrong button.
Oh,
It's
that
just
hurts
quickly
my knee. I better not do that.
Was you getting excited, Brian?
No, I just kind of bent my leg down, but I forgot I need to raise the chair up.
Right, so good morning and welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you all for coming and joining us. Hope you're all well. Hope you've all had a great week and it's the weekend. So, what we're going to be turning, I'm going to be turning a piece of eucalyptus. You can't see because it's dark in here because Brian made me turn the lights off to save electric. So, I'm going to be turning a piece of eucalyptus, which I'll show you in a minute. It is
Scottish.
yeah, Scottish. 260 mil long, or just over 10¼ inches. Whoops. By 110 mil or 4.5 inches across. Going to try and make a vase out of it, vase, vase, whatever you want to go. Natural edge, but I've been told that eucalyptus could split quite easily, so we'll see how we go for that. So I'll go over to the.
Robbo will tell you. You know about eucalyptus.
Yeah, I'm sure Robbo would. We all know. I've been told. I've been warned. So we'll see what it's like. Anyway, we'll see what it's like. I don't know how dry the wood is. I was given the piece of wood a few weeks ago, so I'm not sure whether 100% dry or not. It still feels a bit moist in the middle or in the centre, shall I say? So we'll see what we get and what how it comes out. I'm not 100% what shape I want. But it's all going to be suck it and see, really. So I'll go to the lathe. I think Lewis is going to read out the chat this week. So
I am.
I'll see you guys over at the lathe.
I said he should.
Contractually obligated now.
So
All right,
you're
so
obligated.
first, I got the participants list up here. So if you've messaged a couple times, you'll be on it. We'll go back to after. It's Amy D'Angelis is in, and Brent Beecroft, and then Brian at Woodturning, Chisky Wood Creations, Derek Colton, Doug Miller at Woodspun Round, Good Turn Daily Blair, Hodgepodge Woodworks, Michael McEwen, Michelle Higgins, Steve, you're here still. Heather from Spirit Wind, Woodstone and Bone, Steve C is in, Susie, Swiss Woodturner's in, Todd from Glen Cove, and Wee Val.
Susie, the Swiss Woodturner, just said, is there anybody else from mainland Europe in here?
Oh, you might be the only one.
I think you are the only one currently.
I don't know
Which is a bit shocking, really, isn't it?
I think we saw Robbo in the chat earlier, didn't we? I didn't mention Robbo. He wasn't in the.
All right, Robbo.
So, and Robbo was in earlier.
Yeah, I thought he was.
He was, Don Faulkner's in. He says, hi from Michigan.
Mike Doyle's in as well. Hey, Mike.
Now, Wee Val, you're going to have to get a grip, Wee Val, because Susie asked, was there anybody from mainland Europe, not an island off the coast of Europe?
Yeah.
You're from Scotland, which is stuck on the end of, well, I'll rephrase that. It's actually holding England up to stop it from sinking.
Oh, what?
That's Scotland's function in life. Keep England afloat. We've been doing it forever.
Yeah, listen at him.
Don Faulkner's in as well. Hey, Don.
I said that. You're not paying attention. You're not paying attention, no?
I stopped listening to you a while ago.
No, that's okay. I'm used to that. Oh, yeah, Robbo is here.
Hi, Robbo.
Hey.
How you doing, bud?
Hey, yes, hey, Robbo. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
I hope he is.
Some nice shavings come off this.
Yeah, that's the bark you're peeling off.
Oh,
Wait till you start turning the wood.
I've got a bit of wood.
Oh, okay then. It's actually not too bad to turn.
So I'm actually using a 1/2-inch bowl gouge to round this off.
Why not use your spindle roughing gouge?
Because I find it's very aggressive, isn't it? When you get a lot of
Okay.
bounce off of it.
Okay.
If you use a shear cut, you seem to get a,
Yes, go ahead.
You
No,
seem to
you
get-
go ahead.
you seem to get a better cut with it, I think, personally.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Susie, the Swiss woodturner, said Scotland. That's the centre of the world, isn't it? You're absolutely right, Susie.
Oh, don't encourage him, Susie, please.
I thought Toronto was the center of the
It's the
universe.
balance point of the universe.
What, Scotland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you went from center of the world.
Robert
to
Robertson
center of the-
disagrees with you, Steve. He says a roughing gouge is better.
Okay. Well, Robbo's got a lot more experience than me, so.
Just a day or two, I would suggest.
Whoops.
Yeah.
I would hazard a guess.
Todd's on his phone. His internet's down. Viewing and typing on the phone sucks, but I bet it looked a lot nicer when Brian and I were on screen.
And I noticed a cheeky comment earlier. You'll never guess from who, of course. That Robert fella.
Oh,
Maybe it was Harry who put him up there. I don't know.
it could have been.
Suggesting that he was suggesting I may need to be recovering from this celebrated like alcohol from earlier.
Wine alcohol? No.
So after celebrating my win this evening,
Did
or earlier this evening, should I say?
you win something, Brian? Did you?
Yeah. Again. Well, now. Not that I'm a bit competitive. Amy Andrews says, the girls miss you, Robbo. We will come and visit you soon. Ooh.
I just want to get this round before I get to see what size we end up with, really. Quite a big indentation in the middle of that.
Shane Hurst is in from Tennessee.
Shane?
Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks says, thank you, Steve and Brian, for staying up late and entertaining us across the pond. Oh, you're welcome. Well, I get these matchsticks in my eye to keep my eyelids open.
Weval wants to know if resin and CA finishes are the only true ways to waterproof a vase apart from putting a test tube in. Probably lots of coats of a Varathane or a lacquer would do it, but you need a lot.
You buy something called can't think what it's called. I can't remember the name of that stuff I used for that sink I did. This stuff. Here it is. Plastic coating.
Plastic coat.
Plastic coating. Plastic coating. Plastic coating.
Plastic coating, yeah. Ruston's plastic coating.
Yeah. I used this to do a wooden sink, and this worked really, really well and came out absolutely stunning finish.
It did.
Put your first coat on, thin it down. It's a two-part. You get a hardener with it. Like I say, first coat, thin down a little bit so it soaks into the wood. Then I think I put 10 coats over the top of that, and it came out mirror finish, perfectly waterproof.
Yep. That stuff was originally designed for tabletops.
Oh, was it? Right, okay.
Yes.
Daryl Cohn is in from Kentucky.
And Robo has just said, Steve,
Yeah.
righto, now cut it and don't fiddle with it. In other words, get after it.
Don't tickle it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, get after it. Come on, get some of that timber off it. Stop messing about with it. There speaketh the production turner, eh?
Yeah. A real production turner as well.
Yep.
Not a hobby one.
Lots of Tennessee folks here tonight. I wonder how many of them are going to AAW in Chattanooga.
Yeah, well, it's in Tennessee this time, isn't it?
Yep.
So there should be lots of you going on your list.
I'm strongly considering it. Yep.
Strongly
I think I have the commander in chief is on board, so I think we may go.
Oh, you're flying then. She's on board. You're on you're as good as leaving.
Yep. For now.
For now.
What's Brewer's pitch? Brewer's pitch? Doug Miller has suggested, is that obviously some kind of...
That's a place.
It's a place, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we were just telling people who were watching from, is that what were they?
Yeah. Mike McEwen's going to AW.
Hi, Daryl. Did you say Daryl Cohn was in?
I did.
You did? Okay. You're all the way from Kentucky?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to... Hodge told me to pack an extra suitcase. I think I'm going to drive down, Hodge.
He's driving. He's bringing his pickup.
I'm going to bring...
Just in case.
23 hours. I think I'll take 2 days and make a trip of it down and back.
Yeah, quite right, too.
Why not? Enjoy life. That's what's about, isn't it? Right, so there's a little bit of bark left there. Other than that, we're there.
Brent Beecroft was going to go, but now he's going to Newfoundland, or he's in Newfoundland, one or the other. Newfoundland's a great place.
Apparently so.
Been there many times.
Can't say, I think I've flown over it, but I haven't never been to it.
Yeah. There's more moose in Newfoundland than there are people, and I have never seen a moose in Newfoundland. And I've driven a ton of it.
Yeah, aren't they?
So have you seen any people in there?
I have seen lots of people, yeah. In many different states of repair and disrepair.
Oh, so that was clarified. It's for waterproofing. Okay, Doug, thank you for that.
Right. We are round. So I'm going to put a 10 in on the end.
You made it to round eventually. Okay.
Shut up, you tart.
Susie wants to know if anybody...
I was saying what Rob was going to say.
Susie wants to know if anybody here has ever turned the special type of eucalyptus, the rainbow bark eucalyptus.
Oh.
She said the wood inside is as colorful as the bark.
Okay, no, well, I haven't done that. I've got eucalyptus trees growing in my garden, and one of them actually snapped. It blew over in the wind, so I got some bits to turn out of it, but it was very stringy. It wasn't very old either, of course.
Amy is familiar with Newfoundland. She's asked how Brent's liver is.
Yeah.
She's had a bit more fat.
Do they drink a lot, apparently?
They do, yeah.
All right.
Sounds a bit like Scotland then.
So we've got a tenon on the end there. We'll use that to hold in our chuck.
I'm going to ask a question now, Steve. Hope you know the answer to this.
Who's going to ask a question?
What size is the tenon?
40, no. 42 mil, 38 to, I don't know. I was either 42 or 38.
What chuck is it?
The SC3, 4.
SC4.
Yeah,
38 mil.
there you go. That's what it is then. 38 mil. Look at that. Nearly fits like a glove.
Snug as a bug in a rug.
Slacken that off a little bit. Wind this in.
Michael McEwen says, I spent a month in Newfoundland.
1 week.
What? It just felt like a month, is that what you're trying to say?
I think that seems like what he's getting at.
Oh dear.
Right, so square this end off.
Yeah, Doug says that Ronald Kane talked about Brewer's pitch in his video a couple of days ago. I don't think I'd subscribe to Ronald Kane. And we have to look into that. Shane Hurst is going to the AAW.
Excellent.
Well, he's hoping to anyway. We have got 22 people watching, Steve.
Oh, welcome everybody. Right, so shape now. What do you reckon? Swan at the chunky at the top and then swan neck at the bottom, or narrow at the bottom?
Well, I have a favourite shape of a vase, so I'm not going to try and influence you.
Something with a nice foot.
Something what, Lewis? Sorry.
I said something with a nice foot.
Nice foot. You love foot. I don't know what you got to think about foots, didn't you?
Vase with a foot. I made a vase with a foot once and I got slated for days.
Not by me, you didn't. Not by me, you didn't.
No, it was Mark and Terry.
Pete was in on that too.
Oh, he certainly was.
Steve, are you doing the crafty tomorrow?
Who, me?
Are you in on the crafty or no?
No, I'm not. I'm airwoman for Brian.
Okay, so Brian's in and Pete's in.
Yeah.
Pete's in at 1 o'clock tomorrow, and I'm on at 6 o'clock GMT tomorrow. If anybody cared to come along and have a look, there may be some cuteness involved. And that's just me.
And there again, there may not be.
Hey, you be quiet.
So I'm going to sweep this bottom end in, and then we'll be a bit wider at the top.
I'm a bit concerned about Todd from Glen Cove Woodworks. He's just said pre-embalming.
Are we still talking about vase?
I'm not sure what Todd's talking about there. Pre-embalming.
Talking about how much they drink in Newfoundland. They're already pre-embalmed.
Oh, that's the...
They have a festival. I think it's called the George Street Festival.
Okay.
Every summer, they actually shut down a chunk of roads in there so that nobody's driving.
It's not so much that they won't drive.
I've been over actually. I didn't participate in the festivities, but I was there. And there's a fantastic live talent over there. And you go into one little Irish pub and there's a guy playing a guitar singing. You think, man, is he really good? And then you go to the next one, there's another guy singing and he's even better. And it's just they're really talented.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Excellent. Susie is supposed to be telling us says question, Brian, are you turning mice tomorrow? And the answer to that is yes. I will be turning and demonstrating how I turn them and how I finish them tomorrow.
Did you want me to give you some mouse names for tomorrow?
No, I don't need any mouse names. I've already got my mouse name. Just you don't start that, Stephen, stealing my see.
Amy, don't be like that. Maurice was on my hat brim when we came in.
This is nonsense. This is nonsense. He's trying to steal my mouse's name, guys. Don't listen to him. He's coveting my mouse's name. It's not good.
Robbo's saying you get a better cut with a spindle gouge or a skew, Steve.
What's he saying?
You would get a better cut with a spindle gouge or a skew.
I've got a spindle gouge.
Or
You
a
know the
very big
skew.
capital letters.
I'm now using the spindle gouge.
All right, okay. So the answer to the skew is I know then.
The answer to the skew is a no, yes.
Check it. Morris is doing extremely well, Amy. He's tucked up in the workshop and a nice little bed of shavings is here. Michael McEwen says, I think George Street has the highest concentration of bars per city block anywhere.
I believe that. I do believe that.
I don't know. There's some sort of city blocks in Hong Kong that have got a plethora of bars. One very famous one actually is called the Bottoms Up Club.
Is that what you drink out of, or?
No, it's the Bottoms Up Club. It's like you go downstairs. I've been to it a few times. You go actually downstairs to it, and it's like the rooms that are octagonal shaped with mirrored walls, and the bar is in the centre of the room, and it's topless waitresses. It's famous from one of the James Bond movies.
Oh,
But I've been in it, and after a few sherbets, it's quite difficult to find the door.
yeah, I can imagine with the mirrors.
I'd like to know if Morris is going to find a lady friend one of these days, Brian. I think he's got a harem of them there, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, you're far too late, Robert. They're bidding copiously, as you will see tomorrow.
All right, just refine this a little bit.
And Robbo says, make that a half cove, Steve.
Half cove.
The foot he means. Make the foot a half cove.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a bit big and clunky.
Yeah, I'm going to take a bit off of that.
Whew, thank goodness for that.
What's that smell like, Steve? Good smell or bad smell?
It's
Nothing. Like damp wood, really.
Well,
it has no smell. Eucalyptus wood doesn't smell.
no, I've never had it, never seen it. So
I say I've got these trees outside here, and the only smell comes from the leaves. If you crush the leaves, it's a real strong eucalyptus smell, but there is nothing from the wood at all.
Right, so I'm going to put a mark in there where I'm going to part that. About there
I
somewhere.
don't know if some. Sorry, Steve.
All right. That's where I'm going to part it.
I should try and find him so I'm a nice proper one, not a dirty rat. Harry is still poor Harry is still searching for love. He had a little bit of a fling, but it didn't work out. I remember. It was a sad episode.
it was a lot of drama. A lot
He
of
got
drama
dumped.
here sometimes.
He got dumped. So Robo says some of them can stink.
All right.
That's eucalyptus we're talking about now, obviously. Now, is that the eucalyptusy smell, or is that just kind of a nasty smell, Robo? Because I think eucalyptus is.
Oh, look, there's a nasty
quite a
crack in
pleasant
there, look.
Where?
Oh,
I'm not believing that. See, I told you, it's just it cracks for fun, this stuff.
Jesus.
I don't think he had anything to do with the crack, but
That came in that quick.
I'm sorry, my son's not in at the minute. Can I take a message?
It is wet. You can feel it when it hit your hand. You know, it's definitely still wet.
Amy DeAngelis is going to be a matchmaker for Harry.
Right, let's get rid of some of that.
Apparently, she's going to send him a Mrs. Hodgie.
A Mrs. Hodgie.
Oh, nasty smell. Some eucalyptus can have a real nasty smell, apparently, according to Robbo.
All right.
Now, the ones I've got here, which are the ones I've got in my garden, came from the Northern Ireland seed bank. My next door neighbour used to work in the seed bank. He's a horticulturist or something you call him. And they have to replenish the seeds every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
So he got, I think, about 20 of these eucalyptus, and he gave me 6 of them. And I planted 3 outside the house here, and there's another 3 up at the yard. And one of which perished because we had a severe drought. And one perished, but the other 2 survived okay. And the ones at the house just went completely bonkers, and they're about 30 feet tall now.
Are we?
One big stem or trunk, and then the occasional spindly branch coming off them. But it's a real old-fashioned kind of.
Is that the way they normally do though? Are they normally just spindly or?
Not them all, but lots of them are kind of just tall and spindly. What we do now, Steve? What's happening now? Are we making this vase shorter?
Yeah, I don't want that crack in it, do I? So I've taken
No.
it just the other side of that crack.
Okay.
And trying to reshape it really.
This might be interesting then. We could end up with an egg cup.
It's possible.
It's getting near Easter right enough, so. And Robert says that, Brian, they're probably blue gums, fast growing. These are fast growing right enough. And in particular, there was one actually broke. It snapped over, and that's where I got to turn a bit. And I was left with about 5 feet, and it had no branches on it. But the next growing season, the branches just appeared from nowhere. I thought it was dead, and the branches appeared, and there was about 20 or 30 branches on it. And the branches lasted for 1 season until it kind of started to grow up again. It was incredible. That's what I'm thinking, Robbo.
Yeah, Robbo says the crack will catch up. Take a peek, see if your crack's moving on you.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Did you super glue it, no?
No, the crack's down here.
Yeah, stick a bit of super glue on it, stop it from coming further up.
It's trying to.
It will chase you up there.
Alright, I'll stick some super glue in it.
Good idea.
Seth Sin from Brickhouse. Hey, Seth.
Hi, Seth. Welcome along, buddy.
Bit thick. Duh. It's definitely wet because you can feel the moisture in the wood.
Super glue set quick then.
Yeah. We'll see. Give it a couple of seconds. So we're going to do the draw later on for the bowl we turned last month.
Yeah.
We'll do it towards the end, I think.
May as well.
Yeah, do it towards the end, and we'll see who the lucky winner was.
Couldn't be was because you haven't done it yet, so it still is.
It still is, but eventually it'll be a was.
Or it might even be. See who's the lucky winner. Might be.
So that'll take a little while. Let's just move that out of the way and run that up with a bit of
What do you use? Thin CA or medium?
thick.
Thick?
Thick.
Yeah.
How big a crack was it?
Huge. Get your finger in it, man.
Oh dear, dear, dear.
It's a monster.
Dara Coon says I missed a crack.
Yeah, that one there. No one there, but
How you doing, Dara? I haven't seen you about for a while.
she's perhaps been busy.
Has that just been the time difference? Or have you been busy?
So just gently fold that
Good.
around.
It looks like there's hardwood and
Yeah, heart and sap in it.
hard and softwood in that, isn't there?
It's a nice color.
With the dark and the light. Does the crack go all the way through to the other side, Steve?
No, there's no cracks at all in this end.
No. Where the crack is it on the opposite
Oh.
side?
No,
Looks like.
no, there and there. That's another crack there.
Oh, it's another one.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, eucalyptus.
Yeah, we can see.
It's a bit of a challenge to get something that
Well,
doesn't crack.
Keep spraying it while you're turning it, maybe.
Yeah. Turn a mill, soak a mill. Turn a mill, soak a mill.
Yep.
Well, if worse come to worst, I'm sure that'll keep the fire going for a half hour. Right. So let's get a little bit of shape on this.
That's working the time difference, says Dara. Yep. Well, our clocks change on Sunday morning coming. 2 o'clock in the morning, so that's in 24 hours time. Let's go forward an hour. Yep. God, we do. We get an hour's less sleep on Sunday night. Not that it matters because don't sleep that much anyway. 6 hours sleep does me in the night.
Saturday night, isn't it? Or is it Sunday night?
Sunday night. Sunday morning. Early hours of Sunday morning. 2 a.m. Sunday. The clocks change. So that's
So they do that on a night before you have to go to work. Cut you an hour's sleep.
Yeah, you thought they'd done it on a Saturday night, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they do here.
it's Saturday night, Sunday morning. It's 2 a.m.
Well, make your
Sunday
mind up,
morning.
then. You just sit.
But you're confusing this by saying Saturday night finishes at midnight. Sunday
Gotcha.
morning starts at midnight.
Yeah.
It's Sunday morning. It's 2 a.m. I can't make it any clearer. It's 0200 on Sunday. Is that any clearer for you? I mean,
It's quite clear now.
Are you sure? What?
don't get me started now because it's way past my bedtime and I could get grumpy. I could get very, very, very grumpy.
What, more than normal?
Do they change the clocks back and forth in Australia? They do, I think. Or do they?
I think they do.
Are you getting cold, Liz?
I am.
Liz just went and put his coat on. I
did.
think he's leaving, Steve.
I think
I think he's had enough.
I'm not going anywhere.
because you pick. That's because you keep picking on him.
Oh, Christos has just said, "G'day,
I don't.
everyone. It's lunchtime Saturday here."
So have your clocks gone back? Has your clock's gone forward?
It's funny.
question was, do the Australians change the clock the same as we do in the spring and autumn?
I think the answer is yes.
Or fall? Yes, in Australia we actually have some. In Australia they actually have some states that don't.
All right.
I think it's a stupid thing. I don't know why we do it. I really don't.
No, it's ridiculous.
It's pointless. What's the point? What is the point?
Especially this day and age.
Exactly.
I mean, the discussion used to be about farmers and daylight hours, but farmers just work anyway, whether it's dark or not. They just work.
But we're in the age now of lights on vehicles, aren't we? Surely.
Yeah, we do. And then there was when I was going to school, there was a whole discussion about the children having to go to school in the dark and home in the dark. But in the middle of winter, you do anyway.
Mm.
Just it makes no sense to me. So I think it's a stupid thing. Just leave the clock where it is.
Jen's in from Jen's Woodworking and Things. Hello.
Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Welcome along. Just Todd says yes. In some states, not Queensland, daylight saving will fade the curtains. They don't change in Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan. How do you say it?
That's it.
I'm just going to try and rehome this lower edge.
And Mike Doyle says that Washington State is in the process of changing it to not changing time anymore. Oh, they're in the process. Jen's Woodturning and Things says, "Hey guys, it's been a minute."
Been a minute.
I'm confused by that.
She hasn't been here for a while. Hasn't seen some of these folks for a while.
And Doug Miller, Whispering Round, says Congress is debating it as well. So that's thinking about an American-wide thing.
Wow, that's a big decision then. I'll just check the tightness of
And
this.
Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks wants to know what's the population of Saskatchewan. I have no idea. But I think I know a man who might have an answer.
I'm looking it up.
Thought you might be. That looks like there's some nice bits of pink in that, Steve, isn't there?
Yeah, just around the edge.
Yeah, just along that
Just
sort of.
there.
Yeah, between the hardwood and the softwood.
There's a little bit there. A little bit
it
in
looks
there.
nice.
There.
Actually, quite a pretty piece of wood, to be honest.
We'll see what comes out like, shall we?
Yeah, depends on if just take the batteries of your clocks, that'll fix it, says Chris.
1.18 million people in Saskatchewan, Brian.
1.8.
1.1.
Michael McEwen says there's 1.2 million.
That was 2021. And 4 billion groundhogs.
Groundhogs.
Groundhogs?
Go for it.
8 million bears. No, people 8 million, bears 48 million. Says Mike Doyle.
I think they get a variety of bears there too. I'm not sure if they get grizzlies or not, but they probably have some grizzlies and brown bears and black bears out there.
I came across black bears when I was in Colorado. They're very small.
Well, they're not all small.
No, but the ones in Colorado were small.
Black bear around
They
here
were
is...
climbing in and out of the dumpster.
Yeah.
Free food.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going
to. I lived in an apartment in Pagosa Springs, and the sort of big dumpster wheelie bin type things. There's two of them outside, and about 4 o'clock in the morning, the things cope over. The bears climbing in and out of them.
They black
Easy.
bears here get between 300-400 pounds.
Wow, that's a big bear.
Hey, Jen, yes, Lewis here and Brian. Brian from Hartwood.
The Scottish Brian and the Canadian Lewis.
There are no mythical moose in Canada, Chris. They're all
yes,
real.
there are. No, sorry. There's no such thing as a moose. Well, they are mythical creatures that live on roofs.
Mythical sufferers, then.
and they build nests on sloping roofs.
Right, so let's turn this out with a force a bit.
Amy DeAngelis says she's obsessed by the Murdoch mysteries. I have to get to Toronto to see the sets and areas they film in. Okay.
boy, Toronto is very different from the Southern Murdoch mysteries. I can tell you that.
I would suggest.
Actually, I'm going to go different sizes rather than doing it in one big hit. Be easier, won't it?
And Mike Dodd says he saw the most black bears I've ever seen in one time was 22 black bears.
Wow.
All wild, feeding near a stream full of salmon. I've seen that on the television, but never live, unfortunately. It would be nice to see.
There's a lot of black bears here, tons. My son baits them and hunts them, and he'll have 25 different bears coming into one bait, and that's a lot of bears for a small area.
It is, yeah.
So that wood is definitely wet, but you can see the steam coming from it.
Yeah.
Looks like it's on fire.
Looks like it's drilling pretty easy.
Yeah,
it is quite soft.
Yeah.
Michael says, Chris and Brian, if you were riding in the front seat of a Greyhound bus when it collided with a moose, you'd be no doubt that they are real. I know they're real. It's just a bit of a standing joke with Lewis.
Yeah.
They are very, very big.
If you were driving in a Volkswagen Beetle, you might have thought you just went under another underpass or overpass.
Yeah. I actually had a friend of mine who was driving a little, it's a little van. I can't remember what it was now, but it was a small van.
Yeah.
She ran smack dab right into the middle of a cow, a Frisian cow.
Yeah. And
it crushed the bonnet completely and rolled up and through the windscreen and flattened the roof on top of the girl.
Blimey.
She was so lucky to get out of that. But she did, without a scratch.
Good.
But Jen, it would be the same.
Jen, he actually does use donuts. Believe it or not. Not all donuts, but he does use donuts.
Park Rangers too.
Yeah, it's funny.
You've been watching too many Yogi Bear cartoons, Jen.
I'm just going to put this extension bar.
Smarter than the average bear, boo-boo.
They used to be able to get them at the end of the day from some of the Tim Hortons when they closed down.
Tara Cohen says that Houston has 2.3 million people as their population. Wow. Houston in Texas.
That's a lot of
people. The strange thing about Houston in Texas, they have a fabulous equine police force. And all their horses are barefoot. They don't wear shoes. So if anybody tells you that your horses need to have shoes on so they don't wear their feet away, they're talking rubbish. Horses' feet only wear and grow as they are required.
So Brent says he volunteers at the Westfield Heritage Village where they film Murdoch Mysteries. How far away from Toronto is that actually?
Susie said she came across some bears whilst on a motorbike trip in Romania. Susie at Swiss Woodturning's a biker. Pete'll be pleased to hear that. Pete from the Twisted Trees will be pleased to hear that, Susie. He's a biker too.
Yeah, Jen says when they have to live trap a grizzly, they lure him into the trap with donuts. Bravo says the worst he ever saw was a truck that hit a camel.
A camel?
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine that would be bad. Gee.
Well, they're like a moose too, though, right? They're long legs and the body's up high. This is they're right on top of you.
How about that had the hump? Right,
Yeah, just in through the window, eh?
100 mil, so we're about there. So we go another couple of inches.
Chris Dodds says the kangaroo will do that to a car. Yeah, I know. I did spend a bit of time in Australia down at Townsville, and they had rue bars on everything. Every vehicle that moved nearly had big rue bars in the front. That was an experience, I have to say. 6 weeks with the 1st Australian Rifles in Townsville. And for those that don't know, the reason we were there was to go and train in the jungle. That sounds strange, eh? The jungle in Australia.
Yeah.
Do they teach you how to drink?
They have primary jungle. So, yeah, some of them boys can drink too, yeah.
Oh, blowback. Right, so let's get depth in there.
Robert says the driver was killed, unfortunately. Yeah.
That'll do. That'll do. Might change it to our next size.
Cracks staying put for you, Steve?
You got, mate?
Are the cracks staying put for you?
Yeah, that's why I don't want to try and overheat it too much, because, yeah, they ain't moving no more.
Good.
Super glue, what a treat then.
Did.
Amy says, my dad hit a large, I think she meant large, coo. That's a good Scottish word, a coo.
What's a coo?
A cow, you muppet.
Oh, cow!
No, a coo.
Why don't you just say cow?
It's a cow.
A
Don't start.
coo?
And he was in an Alfa Romeo. That's what I do, Dara. Dara says, growing up in Louisiana, her dad never shoed their horses. He clipped and filed their hooves. That's what I do. The question I have asked people when they talk about horses' feet like that, oh, you need shoes on to stop them wearing their feet away. And the question I ask is, have your fingernails ever worn away? The answer is no, because your body's smart enough. If your fingernails get too short, they grow quicker.
Bad idea, that is.
So does horses' feet.
Let's put that straight into Jacob's chuck riffle.
What was a bad idea?
And beaver's teeth. That's
There's a lot of flex on that shaft, so I'll put it straight in the chuck to start with.
Okay.
Right, so it's a bit harsher.
Chris Dodd suggests if they use donuts, they would catch more police than bears. It's a bit stereotypical, Chris. But probably right. Oh, that's making a funny noise.
Bit noisy.
Yeah, it was making a funny noise there to begin with.
Was.
Got a vibration for it.
Yeah.
Ingrain, isn't it?
Is that a sawtooth bit you're using?
Yeah.
It's the best thing for the mimi. Hard ground and a varying amount of surfaces helps to wear the horse's feet and makes them nice and tough and strong. We have a problem with horses' feet in this country because of the wet. The country's it's too wet. James Woodturning says it sounds like that Foster bit needs a bit of sharpening, Steve,
No, it's sharp. It's just because that's end grain.
and it's wet. That would be steam coming off of there, Susie. Mike Flanagan says, please hit the fan like and the thumbs up button if you're enjoying what you're seeing.
Having that extra length of narrow at the bottom doesn't help your cause there either. $28 in now, Steve.
Sorry?
28 people watching now.
I don't know.
28.
28, well, I was saying, yeah.
28.
That's how deep we are. I think we need to go a bit deeper. It's very moist, that in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the water coming on the edge here. Look how much water's
Yeah,
on.
yeah, I can see that.
So we've got to go a bit deeper.
Oh, Amy says I might have to have a nap today so as I can stay up late tonight and watch as much of the virtual crafty festival as I can.
Be good.
You'll be welcome along anytime, Amy.
You should have a nap every day that you can take one, Amy, regardless.
I have a nap every night.
I might have to have a nap now just in about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm hearing me again at 1 o'clock, which is in... It's nearly 3 o'clock already, boys. So earworming at 1 o'clock.
How come these late night ones always fall when there's something else going on a Saturday? You know what I mean?
Well, it's your fault.
Why is it my fault? I didn't book the Crafty Festival.
No, but what did you book? You booked the quiz this evening, and then you booked this at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then Pete's on at 1 o'clock. Well, it kicks off with Jamie at 9 o'clock in the morning, and goes all day until about 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. Pete's on at 1 o'clock, and I'm on at 6.
So you got between 2 and 5 to have a sleep.
Oh, no, I'll have to go and prepare. I haven't done anything yet.
Oh, have you not?
I had to go practice.
Tom Tango Parker's in and Pat Cummings in.
Pat Cummings, yeah.
Right, Pat, how you doing, bud?
Chris has just said, at my age, a nap is a necessity. What age are you, buddy? I mean, I'm cracking on near 70 and I don't have a nap every day. In fact, I can't be doing with sleeping during the day. It does my head in. I wake up really grumpy and disorientated.
Are we talking mornings or?
Afternoon.
Well, afternoons.
Nobody naps in the morning, surely.
Well,
how could you possibly nap in the morning? You just get out of bed.
I think I'll be napping tonight and then waking up in the morning.
but
Right, so do we do one more size down there?
Amy says that Susie's a crazy lady. Probably right.
You just realised that, Amy?
Pat Cummings, on. Hey, Pat.
We just had this conversation, Brian.
What? Pat was in?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, Lewis just said that.
Did you just say that, Liz?
He stopped working with me right off the bat when I didn't notice somebody that he mentioned, and that's
See, that's it. See, I just fell out of him now.
Just payback, is it?
Just fell out of him now completely.
The tag team's breaking up here.
Half the tag team's asleep.
It's just a tag then, not a tag team.
Yeah, that's it.
Are you going to hollow that too, Steve, or just bore it?
Oh, he's not getting away with just boring it. There's no chance he's getting away with just boring it.
I'm just boring it, Lewis.
No, you're not. Heather's finished her work.
Hey, chill out now, Heather.
Good job, Heather. Put your feet up. And Todd from Glen Cove says these are power naps. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's right. He's 100% right.
I would just call them lazy naps.
Oh,
Get them nice on. Oh, look who's in. Billy Woodworks.
That's a terrible.
Hi, baby.
Hey, Chris.
He says he's a little late. But it's okay, Chris. You're allowed to be late. It's fine. Chris Dodd says good day to the other Chris.
You can tell when you get to that bit of softwood because that goes really easy when I get to that.
Mm-hmm. Susie the Swiss woodturner says, is the crack going through your tenon? And if so, would that weaken it?
Oh,
So the vase might go flying. Well, my answer to that is that if it's through the tenon anyway, the tenon's in compression, so the crack will be closed. And it shouldn't have that much effect. And Steve did super glue it, so hopefully it should be okay.
yeah. It's like you say, it's compressed, so it shouldn't be too bad. But I'm not really putting any stress on it yet, have I? It's when I start hollowing it. When I start hollowing it out, it's going to cause a little bit of stress in that.
Poor Heather has got a 30-minute drive home now.
All right.
Yeah, that is a worry, Michael. Michael says he hopes the heat from the Fosner bit doesn't generate more cracks.
That's the trouble. There's none at the moment. But this will be the last pass with the force a bit.
And Rob agrees with me. He says yes. Bed will, but can't come out because it's held in the chuck.
Yeah, so when you turn the vase, the tenon is going with the long grain, so it's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Like the video Steve put out the other day where the bowl went flying, that's going cross grain.
Yeah.
That was cross grain, was it, Steve?
Yep. It was. Yep.
And it just ripped the piece clean out of it.
It certainly did. And I didn't even have I wasn't putting a lot of pressure on it. I didn't even have a catch on it, and it just went fly me to the moon.
I was disappointed you didn't catch it.
I didn't realise until it passed my elbow that it had gone, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean
that came off that quick.
It happens quick.
So if you had some of those English guys that play cricket, they would have caught that one-handed.
I know, but they didn't have a bowl gouge in their hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Mind you, the state of English cricket these days, they probably wouldn't have caught it. Just had to get that, of course. Notice nobody's disagreeing with me.
It's because you got a North American audience and nobody knows what cricket is and cares less about it.
Well, there's Australians and they care about cricket. Yeah, no Canadians don't. Americans, even less so. They think a fabulous game is rounders, or as they call it, baseball.
See now,
Baseball.
20
It's a
years
girl.
ago,
Rounders is a girls' game in England. You know that. In the UK, rounders is played by girls.
You really know how to keep the channel going, Brian. Thanks for that.
yeah, Brian's just he's just a little ray of sunshine. No controversy here, people.
Ah, dear.
All right.
Because cricket is sort of like mixed martial arts, really, from
Let's
anything
go.
I've
Baseball.
seen.
Let's play baseball.
Right. So we'll see how well we get on with this now.
And Amy says, yeah, about them Ashes, Brian. Yeah, I'm Scottish. I've nothing to do with the English cricket team, Amy. Absolutely nothing. Scotland are about as good at cricket as they are at football.
So we need a handle. Red handle.
Robo says, or this could be a Jewish vase, circumcised.
But he's saying not to drill too deep with that size bit, or it could be.
No, it's not too deep, is it? I think he meant because the width for the bottom.
Todd from Glencove says the cricket players all came from India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The English team's getting a bit like that too.
Right.
I got a funny story about that, where the first industrial supply branch that I managed was at the bottom of the hill, and the university was at the top of the hill. And I was there late one night, and when I come out, there was a lot of young Indian boys there playing cricket in the parking lot. And they said, was it okay? And I didn't realize it, but they had modified the deck that going into the branch. They had cut a little frame out in the lattice work, and they had all their stuff underneath of it, and they had it all built so it was, they put it back every night, cleaned the parking lot up every night, but they had modified the bottom of the deck so they could store the stuff under it. I said, guys, look, you're welcome to play in the parking lot, but they had never gone any farther down the hill than to where the parking lot was in my branch. And I walked them around the building, and there was a whole field, a whole park on the other side of the building they didn't know was there.
Jeez.
So they all moved away, took it over
there. Todd at Glencove says baseball is much easier to figure out than rugby. Yeah, I would agree there. Yeah. 3 strikes and you're right. 9 innings in the game. Don't manage the team though.
Do we even dare talk about hockey? A real sport.
Hockey. Oh, sorry, hockey.
Hockey.
You mean no? What you mean to say is ice hockey.
No, I mean hockey.
No. Hockey's played on a field, not on an ice rink.
Not in
Sorry. Ice hockey is played on ice.
I think the birthplace of hockey is gonna call it hockey.
Oh, you think it's the birthplace of hockey is Canada? Newsflash. Newsflash.
Come on, boys.
And breaking news this evening is that Canada have claimed the birthrights of hockey. Okay.
See, now with all these folks from Tennessee here, one time you could not have a hockey conversation, but now they've got their Predators, and they're probably it's okay now.
Brent Breecroft says he would rather watch lawn bowls than cricket. It's a bit more exciting. I'd have to say, Brent. Yep.
Michael, the Canucks are in the queue too, so don't be mean.
Michael McHugh says not when you're wearing an Oilers hat, Lewis. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. We're not talking hockey when I'm wearing an Oilers hat, I guess.
Not when you're wearing. I think you're not allowed to discuss hockey when you're wearing an Oilers hat. Is this what you're saying?
Arguably the greatest hockey team that was ever on ice.
Arguably,
and I will argue that forever. And Michael probably can't deny it because he's never seen one like that in British Columbia.
Oh,
Todd's taking us way down. Down the drain, curling. He's talking curling now.
Curling. Now there's a sport. Another gift to the world from Scotland.
Rubble's giving me the gears now. See, I didn't have a nap, Robbo. When I get silly, I didn't have a nap today.
Oh, I forgot. You like a nap as well, of course. God. Turning into an old man before your time.
Yeah.
You have to tell us a bit more about the story of the Oilers then.
The Oilers is just a team from Edmonton. That's my favorite hockey team. And back in the 80s, they had a phenomenal team.
In the 80s, this is 2020.
Yeah, well, I'm old, remember? I'm old too.
No. So where are they now in the grand scheme of things?
A lot of them are coaching places and general managers, and Wayne Gretzky doesn't have to do anything, although he owns a couple teams maybe now, or one, or part owner in one. He made enough money, he doesn't have to do too much.
Doug Muller says he watches curling once every 4 years only.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about all anybody ever watches it, apart from the people who play it. Amy says she loves most sports, actually.
Oh my
I do as well. I like sports. I used to love to play lots of sports, but I don't so much now.
We're going to have to put Michael on a timeout, Brian.
What's he done?
Oh, he's just getting ridiculous.
Oilers just happened to get lucky with signing a couple of great players who carried them for years. Yeah, is that the two guys who've got the very sore backs now?
No. They played a man short the whole time because they kept one guy on the ice. It was a goon. He could hardly skate. Just in case anybody touched Gretzky, he was there for enforcement.
He was a bear on skates.
So I think I'm going to have to go to that.
Apparently curling is very curling is very, very dangerous, apparently, according to Chris. You get a hernia lifting those things. They're quite heavy, substantial.
So I'm going to have to use that to finish that off, I think.
How's the crack doing, Steve?
It's cracking. Ain't moved. Still in the same place.
Right. It's good.
So I'm just going to use this swan neck just to try and finish this off.
You're going to haul it out a bit more. Pushing your luck now. Amy's an ex-swimmer. Ah, Amy. I was an ex-swimmer too. I did a lot of swimming in my youth. Played water polo as well. That's an interesting sport. There are some dirty, dirty players in water polo.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to be a non-contact sport, but what happens under the water is...
Yeah, that's no good.
Wedgies.
Yep.
And...
Nope.
One of the most entertaining sports to watch, but I never actually got to see it enough over here to learn anything about it, is Australian rules football. That is a rough game.
Yeah. That's a gift to Australia from Ireland.
Is it?
Yep.
How's it cutting, Steve?
Got it, nice.
Yeah. Bailey wants to know how they get the horses in the pool.
Yeah. I said water polo, not horse polo. Michael McEwen won the trophy for the first time he cuddled. It was, well, we would call that the wooden spoon, but no matter, he called it the horse's ass for being the first team out.
Yep.
That's the terror of these round robin things.
Oh, that's nice.
It literally was a half of a horse, guarantee
Yeah.
it. I've seen them.
So I'm just going to run that through just to smooth that out, and I think we're there.
How thick are you making the walls?
I don't know really, because I can't get my hand in there. Really.
Are these two lips on the top of this thing staying?
This one is. This one I'm going to fennel in. This one's staying.
Oh, I see. This is going. Oh, I get it now. Okay.
You get it now, D-Brian. So let's blow all the muck out of it.
Horses can swim, you know.
Of course they can. Who said they couldn't? Right. So I'm
Well,
going to.
Michael was wondering. Chris from Bailey's Woodwork was wondering how they got the horses into the pool. Horses just jump.
They love water.
Have you never seen the pictures of the high diving horses? Which is, to be honest, I think it was a shocking thing to do a horse like what they did in the Midwest in America.
So I use a spindle gouge just to put a little bit of a curve in this.
Dara wants to know, Steve,
Yes, Dara.
is this going to have a rolled edge?
The famous Heartwood rolled edge.
Is it? That's my thing, Dara. Steve doesn't agree with rolled edges.
That's an old man thing, Dara. That's what it is.
This is, you know why Steve's making this now at the end? It's to make it more funnel-like because he's used to funnels.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for that, Brian.
It's okay, mate. Anytime.
Just because I won't do a rolled edge.
Yeah, well, you please yourself. It's your piece.
Doug asked Blair why he was so quiet tonight, and Blair was at a school play and just got over.
School play. What was the play? What was the play?
Inquiring minds need to go.
So just some nice little.
We did, when I worked in the school, shots fired then.
Yeah, he gets cranky after he gets tired.
Who does?
You?
Me?
I think so.
I'm not a bit cranky.
Just lashed out at Steve with the funnel thing randomly.
Yeah, he's just cranky.
He was just needing that though.
He's not happy unless he's picking on someone, Lewis.
Oh, here. Stop it, too.
That's the ranking he had when he was in the military. That is, he's just got
There's
to have,
absolutely no need for that whatsoever.
just got to have that little bit of authority, just to show that he's at the top of the food chain.
Yep.
Just do
All right, so part this off a little bit now because we're just gonna.
You're gonna part it off?
No, I'm gonna put a line in there so we can sand it.
All right, okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, fine. Good idea.
What's the time, please, someone?
Oh, consider yourself at home. Consider yourself part of the family. There, I sang it for you. Oliver. I was in Oliver when I was at school. One of the opening songs is Food, Glorious Food.
Surely Oliver weren't written when you was at school.
You're so funny.
Can you change your camera, Steve?
Oh, sorry.
Thank Robbo.
I wasn't paying attention. Oh, there we go. Overhead. That's a better shot. Yeah.
Much better.
All right, so that's the shape I'm going for. Let's get it
Especially
sanded.
we're tonight.
Let's get it sanded. So there's a little few tool marks in there. So I'm going to start from 80 grit.
80 grit.
80 grit. With extraction.
Should have used a skew. You wouldn't have. You could have started at 240.
Yeah. Hey, you see me use a skew. I did want to texture it.
Yeah.
Spiral wave.
The Artful Dodger. Same thing. It's taken from all over.
It's quite a plain wood, isn't it? There's nothing real fancy about this wood.
No. And I mean, you've got a bit there. It's got some nice figure in it as well. Some bits are just absolutely plain white.
But like that light piece there. Let's go to the Abranet. Might get a better.
Robbo agrees with me about the skew, by the way, Steve.
Yeah, I'm sure Robbo would, because Robbo's a skew master.
You'll never get any better if you don't practice with it.
Oh, I totally agree, but...
Yeah, at 2 o'clock in the morning on a live is probably not the...
When I've been up since 5:30 this morning, yeah.
5:30 yesterday morning.
Oh, yesterday morning, yeah.
Hey, Mark.
As they say, it's a time and a place.
Evening, Mark.
Exactly, Steve.
Mark Stratton's in.
Hi, Mark. How you doing, mate?
Amy says that's a great shape, Steve.
Thank you, Amy.
Amy, your glasses on.
I'm glad there's someone who's got some taste.
Michael McEwen says skew equals spiraling tool.
Texturing.
Yeah, it does for some people, yeah. You may see a few spirals tomorrow if you come and watch my live on the Crafty Festival.
Have you got your link, Brian? Put your link in.
Do you have to? Okay.
Oh, you ain't got to if you don't want to.
Oh, I can't really be bothered, to be truthful. I'll have to go in. I can't figure out how to do it now because I'm on my iPad. This is too difficult now. What have you done to me, Steve?
I thought I'd keep you quiet for a couple of minutes.
Oh, you did you? Oh. Oh yeah, I know what to. I figured it out. There, Mark, where's Jennifer? Or are you working?
You are correct, Mark.
You are absolutely correct. Oh no, that doesn't work because I can't find it in there. Oh yes, I can. I have to go YouTube Studio. I'm just thinking out loud here, guys. Just ignore me for a minute. Coming.
So that should be about. Got rid of all the tool marks. Just check that.
Right now, where do I have to go now?
Just got a little bit in that little groove there. We'll try and get rid of. A little bit in there. Right, so let's go up these grits quickly.
Different Jennifer he was talking about, Jen. He was talking about Jennifer Stratton, I think, weren't you, Mark? Or weren't you, Brian? Yep.
Yep. Right, why can I not get that to come up there? Aha. Where is the chat? There it is. Look at that, Steve.
What we're looking at.
My link I've just put in the chat.
Wow, well done, Brian.
Managed it. That wasn't too bad. It only took me about 5 minutes. That was pretty good tonight.
There it is.
That's my link for tomorrow, guys, if you fancy coming along at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, or this evening, should I say. And watch me make a mess of turning a mouse with a skew and a spindle gauge.
Messy mouse. And there will be colouring involved as well.
There will be colouring involved.
But
There will be mouse ears involved. There will be eyes involved.
But no real mouse will hurt in this filming.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that. But
He's going to stay controversial, Steve. He got a taste of it and he doesn't want to go back.
Right.
Jen's wood turning a thing. Wood turning and things. What are the things, Jennifer? Or Jen? I think it's Jen. Jen's short for Jennifer. What other things, apart from wood turning, do you do, Jen? Just being a bit nosy now.
No, I think she's done a plaque on her channel. I remember it a long time ago. With her a logo of some sort on it. Might have been her own logo.
Susie, no, there will be no resin involved. You've got me confused with somebody else.
They love you in resin, Brian.
Malcolm McCune says, "You're confused, Brian. It's tomorrow evening." No, it's not. It's this evening.
It's tomorrow evening for them.
It's
tomorrow evening for them.
But I'm not there, so it's today. Don't be getting me confused. I'm tired enough.
Right, so that's standard 240 grit. So sand and seal it.
Michelle Higgins says, "I'm glad that your crafty time is a good one." PDT. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Exactly right, Mark.
Oh, that makes it pop.
So Mark says, "So Brian, what's this one going to be called? Austin?" See, and the other one is called Morris. The other one is called Maurice. Maurice, I tell you it's called a Maurice.
Yeah, that wood's not plain at all. That's nice.
Shiny. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Blair. I love resin about as much as Robo loves carbides and turning pens. That's just about on par, yeah.
Michael Lazo party's in.
Hi, Michael loves a party.
How you doing? Alright, so sand and sealer. Let that dry a little bit. And then we'll put some Yorkshire grit on it.
So Jen has said that she didn't want to box herself in for people to complain. That's not wood. That's turned on the lathe.
Exactly that was exactly my thinking.
That's why Steve is called SK Crafts and not SK Woodturning.
Same here.
I maybe should have done the same thing.
Are you SK Crafts as well, Lewis?
No, I didn't limit myself.
No, because nearly everybody goes Woodturn, don't they? Like, Wayne the Woodturner.
Heather thinks I need some sleep. You're probably right. But I'm still on a high from winning the quiz this evening, guys. Yay! Winner.
Oh.
Take that.
I wanted that bit of tissue.
Well, you better find another bit.
I'll get another bit. So Yorkshire grit, work this in.
Do I have to sing again?
Well, if you want to.
I don't think I'll bother. We'll just let you use your imagination, folks. Just imagine Joe singing in the background.
Oh, don't do that, please.
Let's just take a moment and just listen to the song.
You better open your eyes. Or
Yeah. Wasn't that lovely, folks? Wasn't that just gorgeous?
It was damn sight better.
Brian had his
Into the
eyes closed to the song as
sounds
there's a
of
few
silence.
Yeah. So this Yorkshire grit will take us up to about 1,000 grit without all the dust. As you can see, this is being all collected in the tissue. Speed up a little bit. That should give us a nice coat so we can get a nice finish on it.
Tara has typed it in. You forgot to put the musical notes at the beginning and the end, Tara.
Not that he's fussy, Dara.
And now Amy's putting it in as well without the musical notes. You do a treble clef at the beginning and a few notes at the end. And Doug Miller's at it as well. Everybody's singing the damn song.
Yep. See?
It's a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah, if you mention Yorkshire Grit 3 times, Glyn will show up. Yeah, not at this time of night, he won't.
They'll be past there by now.
Yeah, probably.
There you go. Doug's got the notes for you.
Yeah, thanks, Doug. I can actually hear the tune in my head now. Oh.
Alright, so speed up a little bit more.
What's this? Who's this? Who's never tried this? Darrell?
Yeah, Daryl's never tried it. It has wax in it, Daryl. You can get it from the Walnut Log, I think, in the US.
You can indeed, yep. It's an incredible product. They take a piece from 240 grit. So basically it starts at 320 grit and it goes all the way up to 1,000. And then if you use microfine, it'll take it all the way up to 2,000 grit without any dust. Amazing.
So we want to make sure we go over it now until we've got no traces of the wax or the Yorkshire grit, should we say, on our tissue.
Grit.
So just keep going over it to remove all the beeswax.
Amy says, Steve, can you please explain Yorkshire Grit to Daryl?
Right, Yorkshire grit is an abrasive paste. It's a natural, all natural products, no artificial muck in it. The idea of Yorkshire grit is, as Brian just said, taking it from 240 grit up to 1,000 grit with the original Yorkshire grit. And then
Just the light brown stuff.
Yep, which is light brown stuff. Then if you're doing a hardwood or resin and you want to take it even further, the Yorkshire grit microfine will take it up to around about a 2,000 grit to give you an even better finish. Yorkshire grit is not a finish. It is an abrasive paste, so you need to put a finish over the top of it, whether it be a wax, a lacquer, or whatever you want to put over it. And before you use Yorkshire grit, you must sand and seal first to get the best effect out of the Yorkshire grit. Because if you don't, the wax will soak into the timber, and you won't get the perfect finish that it's capable of doing.
And Todd at Glen Cove says it's just like Axe paste.
But
It's
better.
actually not like Axe paste at all. Axe paste has chemicals in it. Yorkshire Grit is an entirely natural product. There is nothing harmful to the environment in it whatsoever, or to humans.
No, so that is up to 1,000 grit now, nice and smooth. And again, after you 240, you've got no dust, so it's dust free, which is perfect.
And
Right.
Mark, the wood is eucalyptus, Mark.
So I'm now going to go over the top of that with some Hampshire Sheen High Gloss Wax. If I can get the tin open.
Because Yorkshire grit is based on beeswax, it does actually produce quite a good shine, but it's not a long-lasting hard finish.
That's well.
That's why you need to cover it with something else, just to make it a bit more hard wearing.
Yep.
Either any kind of finish of your choice, really.
So I'm using Hampshire Sheen High Gloss Wax. Just a coat. Don't need loads.
Those
This
two
is
products work really well together.
They
I
do.
would say the grit and the
with the
Hampshire Sheen.
wax. With the wax, you don't want to be putting loads of wax on because you'll just end up wasting it.
End up with streaks.
And there'll be streaks. And when you're cleaning it off, light presses. You don't need to push on it hard because you'll just burnish it all. So about a few
Daryl, the
seconds.
grit. Daryl, the grit.
Yeah, Daryl. Yeah.
the grit
Daryl
is in
says so. One can does several grits. It's basically what happens is there's brown stone and rotten stone in it, which starts off at a quite
course.
quite coarse grit, and as you use it, you kind of use it for 3 to 4 minutes, and as you use it, it breaks itself down into finer and finer grit until it actually disappears. That's why it takes it up to from 240 to 1,000. That's how it works.
So we're just going to buff this off.
Chris Dodd says, which eucalyptus? Just asking, as there are lots. Well, we don't actually know which kind of eucalyptus it is.
No. I was just giving it a load the other week, so.
Most people in this country see a eucalyptus tree and it's just a eucalyptus tree. They're all. Are you sleeping there, Chris?
No, that's how we are with hockey, Brian.
Right, so there's the finished piece. What I'm going to do is just part it. So just part this off without trying to drop it.
Do you have to reseal to finish off? No, Dal. You use the sanding sealer to seal the timber, then you use your Yorkshire grit, and then you put your finish on top of that, and that's it. You're done. No problem at all, Amy.
Come on, cut.
There you go.
If you look on Steve's channel, Daryl, Steve has done a couple of little short videos of how to use the Yorkshire Grit Original and the microfine. So you can have a look in there and see. It gives you a really good demonstration of how it actually works.
So let's just sand this bottom up a little bit. Get rid of that nub out the middle.
It's good you didn't waste too much of that. It's a good save, Steve. That was a good save when you discovered the crack in the bottom.
Yeah, that was. I'm glad I found it before we went too far with it, to be honest.
Yeah. Mm.
Yep, indeed.
So just sand this up quickly on the bottom, and then we'll be done out of the way.
Amy says that was brilliant work, Steve. She loves it.
Thank you, Amy. So extraction on. Collect some of the dust at least.
Chris does says I'm just turning a piece of red gum. A small box, and it's as hard as hell, he says. Daryl says, great, we'll have a look. Where do you say it is? The Walnut Log is the place in the States where you can buy it.
And there was one other place that somebody mentioned too. I'm just trying to see where it was here.
Hodge would probably know. On Woodworld of Texas.
Woodworld of Texas.
Says Daryl, or Dara, sorry. So that's the two main distributors for the Americans.
I think there's only two.
That will do. That will do. That's near enough.
If you're going to the AAW, the Walnut Log are having a stand there, and the Yorkshire Grip will be on the stand. There will be demonstrations of the Yorkshire Grip.
Is Glenn not going to?
In fact, Glenn will be there.
Yeah, Glenn's going. Yep, he is.
The inventor and producer of said product. He will be there.
Right, so I think we're there. I think we're there. Right, let me get this smock off.
Mark Shotton says, Steve,
Yes, Mark.
I think you should do this every Saturday morning.
Oh, Mark, don't be silly.
Krisky says, thank you, Steve and Earworms, for doing this for us over the ponders.
It's not a problem. That's not a problem at all.
Don't forget, guys, we've still got a giveaway to do.
Yeah,
so don't be running away.
Don't run just yet. Right, so
we have a nice U-bowl.
There's my little vase.
Turned out lovely, Steve.
Turned out nice, didn't it? Turned out nice. I'll finish. Just got a bit of sand and sealer on there. Got a little bit of shaping, not perfect on the inside, but it's hollowed out a little bit. So yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Right. So, as you guys who came over last month may or may not know, we did a where is it? A U-bowl. Let me just wipe the dust out of it because it's a bit dusty. A U-bowl with some red pearl resin inlay.
Not the resin.
The resin. So the bowl in size is 260 mil, 10¼ inches by around about 55
That's funny,
mil.
isn't it?
About 50
That's
mil.
funny.
What?
Because that vase started off at 10¾ inches.
Did it?
Yep.
Hey, now that's only 7½ inches now.
I know.
And then that's 2 inches in depth, or 50 mil. So we said we'd give this away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use a random comment picker to pick the winner. So we'll do it now. I'll bring up the screen. Which one is it? This one, I believe. Right, so this is what I've using. This is the link for the channel or the video, sorry. So anybody who's left a comment, your comment will be picked, and we're going to pick a winner from those comments on last month's video. So good luck, everybody. And the winner is David Matchett.
David Matchett, yep.
So David, if you watch this video, please get in contact with me. If he's not in the live now, I don't think he is.
No, he's not.
No. So if you're watching this, David, get in contact with me. But what I will do is I will leave a comment on your comment, just letting you know that you are our winner. So if you could send me your details, then I will get the bowl packed up and shipped out as soon as.
ASAP.
Matchett, not Hatchet.
All right, David Matchett. Yeah.
David Matchett, yeah.
Congratulations, David.
Well done.
You are the winner. You are the winner.
For the rest of you.
You can't see. I'm holding the bowl up, and you can't see it because I've got this in front of it. So you are the winner. You are the winner of this bowl. So congratulations. So, like I say, I'll leave a comment. You message me or send me a message through the comments, or message me personal, private even, and then we'll get it sent out to you, mate. So where's my mouse? Here's my mouse.
Yes,
my mouse?
Super.
So let's bring the guys back.
I know.
Here they are. There they are. Look, the two dynamic duos. Well, Brian and Lewis anyway.
Oi.
Right, so
there's no call for that. You're Norfolkian.
Right, Jappy, how you doing, bud? Right, so thank you very much to everybody's. Yeah, Jappy's just coming.
Hi, Jappy.
Sorry.
Yeah,
but you can rewind it and watch it if you want to. Right, so we'll if you guys want it, we'll do another one next month. You know, it's your call. If you don't want us back, just say, and we won't bother coming back.
Todd has just said we are all winners. Well, I am anyway. I won the quiz this evening.
You would have never guessed, would you, that Brian won the quiz this evening?
Nope.
No, it wasn't just me. It was Brian and
Brian
Joe.
Joe.
Or Joe and Brian.
Yeah, Joe's the captain. She takes the full credit.
Right.
He takes all the credit.
Right,
yeah.
so if you want us back next month, let us know. Other than that,
No,
you don't want to come back. Do you want to turn next month, Brian?
I want to
I'm
turn
gonna say,
next
do you
month.
want to turn next month, and then I'll
I
I'll
can if
worm
you
for
want.
you. Me and Lewis can worm for you. Hey, Lewis.
Exactly.
Well, that's okay. We can do that if you want, if that's what people
Would you?
like.
Just a quick question before we go. Do you want to see Brian turn next month?
Is that the sun behind you, Brian?
And as a caveat, when he's turning, he can talk. He
No,
can't talk.
no, it's not the sun. That's the evil child from the background.
No, it's actually the reflection on the computer screen. It's the computer screen. The sun's not rising just quite yet, no, but it'll not be long.
Nobody's answering us.
Yeah, Amy said yes.
Oh, there you go.
Whatever-
Yeah. Right,
whatever
so
the
that's what
question.
we'll do next month. Next month, Brian will put a link up on his channel. Obviously, I'll promote it, and then Brian will be doing some turning.
Gee, thanks.
So let Brian have a go. I can sit in the corner and criticise next month.
That's
We'll get together. We'll get together
okay,
to see
I'll
what we can bitch at him about.
We need to get some.
I'll turn.
We need to get some badges.
Well, if I'm doing it next month, I'll go turn the vase as well.
Copycat. Resin vase. A resin
But no,
vase. Is that...
eucalyptus. Get lost. No.
So
There's
anyway,
time to send.
go on, Lewis. Sorry.
I said there's time to send them a blank.
Oh yeah, I've got the blank ready to go. I'm just waiting for some.
You no.
What do you mean no?
No, just no. None of the two of you.
What about this one, Brian? Brian, what about this one? Look.
I tell you what you can do with that. How shaped is that? It's too. No, it's far too big.
Far too big.
You imagine the mess that would make in my
I know, mate,
workshop.
I know. Oh.
I'm not done that. Don't be ridiculous.
Right, we're going. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming over and joining us. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Michael, you can't go yet. Michael Asapari just said yes, with Joe's parrot singing. Brian Turner from Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow.
That's a good plan, actually.
Stable.
That's a good plan, actually. Brian Turner next month.
Thanks, Steve.
He'll have a nap that day, I bet.
Yeah, I bet he will. And all of us.
Two naps.
What do they call it? Hang on. Was it what would someone say? Oh, power nap. That's it.
Power naps. Yeah, power nap.
Right, we're going then.
Suck it up, Brian, and turn. Shane Hurst says, "Suck it up, Brian, and turn the resin." No.
Right, so we're going. Thank you very much for everybody who came over and joined us. Hope you've enjoyed.
All right,
enjoyed it. I'm going to go get some sleep now before I have to get up in a few hours and do some work. So anyway,
I have to get up. I have to get up in 4 hours' time to do my horses.
Hard old life, isn't it, for us?
Terrific.
So we will see you next month. If I don't see you before, I will see you Sunday. Brian's on Monday night. Terry's on Monday lunchtime.
Yep.
Lewis, I have a premiere out on Monday night as well, so make sure you come and check that out as well. So
you couldn't even give you a sneak preview.
He might not want to. There you
go. Ooh, there you go. That's it. Paid that. That's enough.
You've had your nanosecond of viewing, so make sure you go check out Lewis's premiere. So, is that a premiere or is it just a video, Lewis?
Just a video, Steve.
Just a video. Just
a video.
Right. So, for the third and final time, I'm going because I'm tired. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. I'm going home. I am home. I want to go to bed. So, good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Hey, guys.
Take care. I've got to find the mouse. Where's the mouse gone? Oh, here it is, over in the corner. Have a good one, guys. Take care.
It's in my workshop called Maurice.
Speak to you later. Bye. Jesus.